Hi, right-wing media. I find it desperately disconcerting that I can come across a post like this over on Elon's ego site. I don't know this John O'Connell, but he is claiming, rather ludicrously, right, that there's a £1 billion gigafactory just being agreed in Sunderland, creating, look at this, 1,000 jobs, which also helps with our infrastructure for net zero. And I thought John must be lying. So as ever, I try to check out, what people are saying, and I discovered John indeed wasn't lying. There was a press release talking all about this. But I only found out from it from a random bloke over on Elon's ego site when I was doom scrolling. And I agree with him because I think this is quite big news, and I wonder why we're not hearing about it. But then similarly, I was a little bit curious because over on LBC this morning, they had somebody on talking, because immigration is the big thing at the moment, isn't it? And net migration. And there was somebody on being interviewed that claims that in the figures that are to be released this week, we're going to find out that there's been a drop of hundreds of thousands in net migration since Labour have come into power. Now, admittedly, a lot of that is due to the changes that the Tories made. But again, I would have thought journalists would have been all over this to try to get the scoop before the facts come out, because you don't normally care about facts. Now, given that the fact that you could probably even spin that net migration story into something quite awful, because if it is that student visas have gone down massively, that is a massive issue to our university sector, who are already really struggling after Brexit and after the Tories changed the rules. But you don't seem to be reporting on anything that could be perceived to be positive to this government, which begs the question, why? Why don't you want people to receive good news or bad news if you're in the university sector? Anyway, good chats as you were.